welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Savinho does really well to win the ball there. Johnson. Bissouma tries a measured ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Foden. Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? That's very neat. Played in by Foden. Colomboani. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Danso. Udogi. And it's Kudus. João Palhinha. Played with finesse. That's the keeper's ball. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Gently done. Foden. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Foden plays it in. Plenty waiting in the middle. Bernardo Silva. He is just caressing the ball. Rodri. Savinho. Hit into the middle. Here's Foden. It's a mighty effort! No, he's got that completely wrong. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Lewis. Nori. Spread out to the left. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Danso. And he goes cross-field. Pedro Porro. Romero. João Palhinha. Udogi. Kudus looking to get on the end of this. He is through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And he thumps it clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Savinho. Savinho's up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to kick his spot as well.
João Palhinha. Danso. Udogi. Van der Ven. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. And it's Lewis. He's in plenty of space here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Van der Ven. João Palhinha. Kudus. Udogi. Danso. Van der Ven. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a throw. Lewis. Kolomwani wins the duel this time. Bissouma. Kudus. Udogi. Udogi charging forward down that flank. Foden.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks in the midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Played into the middle. Van der Ven attempts a clearance. Bissouma. Danso. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Kudus. And here's Kolomwani. And it's Porro. Referee has just said play on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. It's Rory. Rodri aimed forwards. Bernardo Silva succumbs to the pressure. Bissouma. Romero. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Van der Ven shifted upfield. Lewis. Foden. Showing good feet. Lewis. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a good ball. Takes a shot! Goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, a breakthrough already. João Palhinha. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rodri. Savinho looks to the other side. Oh, that's neat. Foden, played in by Foden, and a shot! This looks promising. Lovely bit of skill. It's anyone's ball now. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Ruben Dias. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Nori. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Udogi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. João Palhinha. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Nori. And here's Savinho. That is good strength. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Romero. Played towards the other side. Foden. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Udogie. Udogie drives forward on the overlap. Udogie. He came in hard, very hard. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Guardiola tries to clear. And that's a throw. João Palhinha. Nice physical challenge. Ruben Dias. Lewis. Foden. Nuri. Kudus. Udogie. Danso. Moved on forwards. Udogie. And it's Kudus. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Stones. Ruben Dias. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Colomboani. Has a quick glance. Proves too strong. Guardiola. Stones. Foden. Rodri. Now it's Johnson. And he's picked out the run. That has been cut short. Lewis. Foden. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Nuri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Pedro Porro. Danso. Udogie. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Kudus. And it's played forward. And it's come to nothing. Lewis. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva chooses to go cross-field. Nuri. Savinho providing an outlet on that flank. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And the men getting this one clear. Bernardo Silva delivers. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now what about this cross? Tries to get it clear. There are a few waiting for it. Header! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Danso. Johnson. João Palhinha. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. And here's Colomwani. Johnson! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Haaland. Lewis, who does have an assist to his name. Foden. Lewis. Lewis played over towards the opposite flank. 15 minutes till half-time. Bernardo Silva with the short one. Oh, what a climb! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Johnson. And it's Kudus. Oh, that is a chance for a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Colomwani, nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Foden. Stones. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Nouri looks to the other side. Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. João Palhinha. Kudus. João Palhinha. Doggy. Oh, that's nice. And here's Johnson. Foden. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Savinho. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Savinho's cross. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Udogi. Danso. Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. Johnson. He's in, surely! Johnson! This time, surely! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Lewis. Foden. Savinho. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Bernardo Silva. Savinho.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
That's a good run down the left. Well played. Important challenge that. Foden. Lewis. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Nori. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And he's had a shot! Johnson. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Now it's Johnson. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Time to deliver. Bissouma. João Palhinha. And here's Kudus! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Lewis. Foden. Lewis. What a throw in. Oh, such a clever touch. Kudus. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Danso forwards and with intent. Bissouma gently done. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were. That they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Looking for a decent ball in. Romero can get it clear. Very nicely done. And it's Bernardo Silva. It's a good foot in there. Kolomuani. Kudus. Johnson. Oh, good spread. Cuts out the pass. Vardiol. Stones. And it's played forward. Rodri. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van der Ven. João Palhinha. Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. And here's Kolomuani. Kolomuani! Just a whisker away. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol aimed forwards. Bernardo Silva. Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. It's been taken short. A chance to play it in. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Played out wide. Bernardo Silva. Played out to the right. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Johnson. Romero. Pedro Porro. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Romero forwards and with intent. Stones. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Romero. Pedro Porro. It's a throw-in. It's Porro. Pedro Porro tries a cross. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Muscular approach does pay off here. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden. Foot in. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Bissouma. Udogi. Rodri. Ignori. Savinho. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Kolomwani looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And it's Udogi. That is lovely. Kudus. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune. Kudus! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Ignori. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Lewis. Plenty waiting in the middle. Cross goes in there. And he's there to get it away. He's going to be disappointed with that. Danso. And it's Kudus. Udogi. João Palhinha. Haaland with 2 goals already to his name. Lewis. Foden. Lewis. And here's Foden. Foden, surely now! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. João Palhinha. Kudus picks it up out wide. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Ruben Dias. Foden. Foden. Oh, nice touch. Haaland. Almost an hour gone. Kolomwani. And it's Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Bissouma, gently done. Cleared away. Played towards the other side. Foden. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Now it's Colomwani. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's Toro. Out to the right. And here's Johnson. João Palhinha. He's having a shot!
João Palhinha really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Savinho goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Bernardo Silva. And here's Bernardo Silva. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And reclaimed it in a trice. Real chance here. Savinho. Time to deliver. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Savinho really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. And here's Johnson. Johnson in acres of space out wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Haaland really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. That's a clever looking ball. Johnson. Clears it away. And that is out of play. Brennan Johnson. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to clear it. Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. And it's Porro. So who's he picking out? It's gone out for a throw-in. Kudus. Johnson! It's It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Pedro Porro plays it short. Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Udogi, that's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Rodri. Moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Big glory. And here's Haaland. Van der Ven gets it clear. And that's been won straight back. Johnson. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Romero. And it's played forward. Pedro Porro. Out for a throw. João Palhinha. Udogi. Proves too strong. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ruben Dias. Played towards the other side. Foden. And it's Lewis. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Pedro Porro. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Kudus. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Kudus wins the duel this time. Koulibaly. Just about up to 75 minutes. João Palhinha. Kudus. Johnson. João Palhinha. And it's Udogi. He's on it, can he get away? João Palhinha. Takes the shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Rodri. Sabinho. He's making a real surge on the left. There are a few waiting for it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vardio. Bissouma with a definite foul there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change.
And a shot! And would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
And it's Toro. That looks a cracking ball. He's in! Colomwani! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Rodri. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva made out to the left flank. Nuri.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro tries making a foray down the right. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Rodri can get it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Kudus. Doggy. João Palhinha. Johnson. And it's Porro. João Palhinha. Doggy. Bullish header! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Guardiol, and he goes cross-field. Foden. Nuri. And here's Savinho. Is there any support? He might not need it. That's not going far. Foden!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Johnson. Bissouma. Johnson. And it's Kudus. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's heaved it away.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Here's Colomwani. Over to the left. Doggy. That's tidy. Can he deliver? João Palhinha goes for a shot! And that could have brought them level.
João Palhinha is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Foden. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Doggy. Presses it through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Udogi. Johnson. Played out to the right. Pedro Porro puts them all in.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bissouma does really well to win the ball there. Udogi.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Bissouma. Kudus. This physical challenge. The final 5 minutes. And here's Haaland. Succumbs to the pressure.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Udogi. Kudus. Johnson. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And it's Bissouma. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Get a throw in.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Kolumwani spread out to the left. Udogi, chance!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Aim forwards. Glory. Great defending, strong and determined. That is a great pick out. That's going to go a long way. And a play for a throw. Pedro Porro looking to run onto it. It's going to be another throw. Kudus. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
All square again into the dying minutes. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Lewis.
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It is now or never. Time is against them. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Well read, nice interception. And here's Savinho. Tries to dink it through. Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Pedro Porro hurtling down that right flank. Bissouma. Romero. João Palhinha. Palhinha gently down. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Kudus. Brennan Johnson. João Palhinha. He's gone for goal! And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So, overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, Sir.